Addressing the IRS situation. Listen, a lot of y'all don't understand how the shit work because y'all not on that tax bracket, right? What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at $1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York.
Looks like 6ix9ine is really down bad this time, and the IRS is not playing with him. They raided his house, seized all his jewelry, and put it up for auction. They even went as far as putting his house on the market, and that's when 6ix9ine completely lost it, spiraling on the internet. Not even his ridiculous lace fronts were spared. They were auctioned off too, and the girls wasted no time snatching them up as soon as they went live. Make things even worse, he still had the nerve to hop online and call his fans broke when he was the one with his face plastered all over the IRS website. You can't make this up. And if you're wondering why the IRS is coming down on him so hard, it's because he hasn't paid his taxes in 4 years. Can you believe that? He really thought he could just disappear for 4 years without paying a dime, and the IRS wouldn't come knocking. Clearly, he forgot that they don't play about their money, and they'll come for anybody, no matter how famous they are. 6ix9ine learned that lesson the hard way when the IRS listed all his jewelry for sale, and it sold out within minutes. And baby, these pieces weren't cheap. His iconic Bruce the Shark diamond pendant was listed for over $2 million, and there were already buyers lined up to get their hands on it. Apparently, it had a few cracks, but that didn't stop people from rushing to buy it. This was beyond embarrassing, and of course, 6ix9ine had to address it. So he jumped on Instagram with a bunch of excuses about why the IRS was selling his stuff. According to him, they raided his house while he was in the Dominican Republic and took everything. He claimed they broke into his safe expecting to find stacks of cash, but when they didn't, they took his jewelry instead and put it up for auction. But here's the kicker. He insists it wasn't because he didn't pay his taxes. Instead, he says it was because he failed to report his income for 4 years, and when he finally tried to, he couldn't because of immigration issues in the Dominican Republic, which prevented him from leaving for 8 months. He even posted stacks of cash on IG with the caption, "This was the reason the feds did the raid. They broke into this, save thinking there was money in there, but it was only the jewelry. 1 year ago, when I was stuck in ad for 8 months, the feds made a raid for the entire house because I did not report my income for 4 years, and for them it was seen as I was running and hiding in doctor, when the reality was I could not leave and get to the USA. If you don't live like this without renting, you shouldn't have an opinion."
IRS situation. Listen, a lot of y'all don't understand how this shit work because y'all not on that tax bracket, right? What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at $1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York 54%. Biden was trying to raise it to 62% in the state of New York and California. So I moved out of New York to Florida, where it has different tax laws. Long story short, thank God we have Donald Trump, who's now the president, who's going to change a lot of tax laws, because what they do is, like I said, I got an open case right now, so I don't want to talk bad about the IRS, but I quote my president, Donald Trump, "These people belong at the border. They just a big gang that comes after your income and everything." So listen, this is not no Airbnb. This is not an Airbnb. This is my house. This is how I really live. Done.
That's a fact.
And bitches who know us, listen, you could be a hater. It's cool. Just remember, you got to pay rent on the first. What's today? Oh, y'all got to pay rent. Listen, you got to pay rent tomorrow. Look at me. Y'all got to pay rent tomorrow. So it's cool to hate, but remember, you got to clock in at 9 a.m. You got to clock in at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You got to clock out at 5 p.m.
People weren't buying a single word of what he was saying, and honestly, they had every reason not to. Back in 2022, 6ix9ine himself admitted during a court trial that he was broke. He claimed he didn't even have enough money to pay his lawyer and was barely making anything from his merchandise deal, which he had actually been dropped from right before his arrest. Right now, I am struggling to make ends meet. I do not know if I will ever command the kind of advances I was paid before my arrest, and my career stalled. I did receive large advances under the recording artist and merchandising agreements prior to my arrest. However, I do not receive any royalties under those agreements. Either, since my royalty accounts remain unrecouped, it will surely bankrupt me in a way from which I will never recover, to the permanent detriment and hardship of the family members who rely upon me. But that wasn't even the first time his finances were in shambles. In 2021, he got caught up in another legal mess when a stripper sued him for hitting her in the head with a champagne bottle. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, the judge ruled that he had to pay her nearly $10 million in damages. To make sure she got her money, the judge ordered the sale of his assets, including his Rolls-Royce and his Florida mansion. He made it clear that he didn't care if 6ix9ine had to sell everything he owned. The stripper was getting her $10 million. Even the judge was fed up with him. And that's still not all. One of 6ix9ine's former best friends, who was also his business partner, spilled the tea on why they fell out. And to no one's surprise, it was about money. He revealed that 6IX9INE hit him up asking for help, making some cash so he could set up a content house and buy Birkins for his side pieces just to make his girlfriend jealous. He was eventually able to secure a $692 million deal to stream video games online. But in true 6ix9ine fashion, he blew through the money in no time and went right back to being broke.
So what happened between you and 6ix9ine?
Oh yeah, we talked about.
Because there's dummy vapes on the thing.
Yeah, dude.
So are you mad about that? Should we throw him off the ship, or?
I honestly am mad about that. I mean, dude, it's alright. So I got him a deal, right? To play video games
With Rumble?
once a week for an hour.
Damn.
$2 million up front, and just doesn't do anything.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's pretty much that simple. But it's the fact that he had no money at the time, and he needed money to fucking. He breaks up with his girlfriend, and he needs money to buy Birkin bags for all these black chicks and give away money to make his girlfriend jealous. That's literally like the factual story. I need money right now. I have no money, and I got to make my ex-girlfriend jealous by trying to have sex with all her friends. That's what happened. And he just like, bro, he told the company I need $2 million up front so I can buy a content house.
Damn.
And they believed him, dude. The guy's an idiot.
This man is the most unserious person alive. He barely had enough money to survive, yet his top priority was dropping thousands of dollars on Birkins for random women just to make his ex jealous. Like, what kind of foolishness is this? And let's not forget, he was so broke that he couldn't even afford gas. Yes, you heard that right. His former manager, Wack 100, spilled the tea on the Breakfast Club and exposed that 6ix9ine was actually way worse off than people thought. Funny enough, just a year before that, Wack was out here lying through his teeth, claiming 6ix9ine had over $43 million worth of business ventures. But as soon as they fell out, he finally decided to tell the truth about the real state of his finances.
Yo, Wack, 6ix9ine broke or nah?
Yeah, he broke as a mother. 6ix9ine ain't got nothing, man. Over there doing bad, bro. I had to send it $20 for some gas, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was telling the people ain't nothing we can really do for you right now, because broke, bro. It's terrible, man. Like, sad thing to see such a talented young man.
Supposed to pull up yet.
As always, people have plenty to say about the situation, like this person who commented, "Pay attention to how most of his valuables are jewelry. No properties, no businesses, no stocks or bonds, no investments. Just clownish-looking jewelry and a few cars. Absolutely sad. This is why billionaires don't care about jewelry or luxury brand clothing. It has absolutely no value, especially custom customized jewelry pieces and cars. Those things depreciate fast. This is legit sad. Another person added, 6ix9ine has mercilessly mocked deceased individuals and been beyond disrespectful to his adversaries. His downfall couldn't have happened to a more deserving individual. But now, I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about 6ix9ine getting exposed for being broke? And do you think the IRS is going to let him off the hook anytime soon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.